What's good, YouTube? It's your boy GTheDon, and welcome back. Yes, welcome back to another YouTube video. I know I've been gone for like 4 weeks. I was just doing stuff, helping my girlfriend move to her new house, watching Pokemon World Championships, as this video is going to be kind of about. And Madden just dropped like the other week. I've been on that for like 2 weeks straight, nonstop. If you don't know, I'm a huge sports fan. 2K comes out in like another week too as well, so I might even disappear again. Hopefully I don't. I plan on uploading regularly again. I kind of miss it. I want to do at least like 2-3 videos a week, but today I'm gonna be talking about cheating / genning in Pokemon. It's become a huge debate, especially after Worlds. So Worlds Championships happened like 2 weeks ago, I believe, and you know, it was a fun event, at least online. It looked cool. But if you were on Twitter, you saw a bunch of people complaining or saying like, "Yo, I got cut. People on my team were hacked or genned, whatever. I got dropped, 4-2 drop, whatever." They were dropping people kind of late. Some people were getting caught early, like 2-0. They buffed their head check this year, which I saw they sent an email about. So first of all, kind of don't understand genning. That's the main topic of this video. A lot of people have been complaining about genning. Now, first of all, as you can see from a lot of these teams, most of these Pokemon from Pokemon Home, as you can see, Urshifu, who's everywhere, Heatran, Rillaboom, Ursaluna, Cresselia, you've had to play other games or have friends that play these other games to trade with. And a lot of people, I guess, don't really care to play the games, haven't played the games, or just don't want to grind out the games to get some of these Pokemon. Now, yes, I understand some of these Pokemon people want like 0 IVs, which takes forever. I don't even care about that. Like 0 attack and speed or whatever. Whatever I get, I'll go with it. But I guess like guys like Cresselia and Ursaluna, as you can see here, you want these guys to be 0 speed IVs if you are going to play in Trick Room. It's just the best, so they underspeed everything, so then they are moving first in Trick Room. But a lot of people have issues doing this, so we get to the problem with hacked Mons. As you can see, apparently maybe 50% of the teams had Gen Mons. Now, if you had 1 or 2 Gen Mons, Pokemon just took those away from you. You could not use them in battle. And if you had more than that, you were just straight dropped from the event, which does suck. People were complaining, but the main issue is now on Twitter. There are people like saying, let's go in the comments, like, who cares, that's what they deserve, or you should be allowed to use Gen Mons, it's so hard to build teams, takes forever. Now, I kind of can see both sides. Like, if I come on to Pokemon Showdown, which some people are saying, Pokemon should make a game mode like this, I don't think is what they should be doing. Like, Pokemon Showdown is a cool tool to use to build teams. Like, so let's say for this Tyranitar, you know, it's going to take me time to grind up to get these 236 EVs, to get the Tyranitar if I want them. But, yeah, but if I go on here, I can change some things up. My bad, I had to take a phone call. But, as you guys can see, if I change these, like, IVs to, like, 3, it affects my health. But if I want it perfect, I want 31. In-game, IVs are just random. There's 6, so it's really hard to get maxed out perfect IVs or just get 0 IVs in general. It's like a 1 in 31 chance for each stat. It's crazy, but they have things called bottle caps and gold bottle caps. So Pokemon like Tyranitar, you can boost all these if you want, and you'll get 31 IVs, perfect. But on guys like Thundurus or Fluttermane, people don't want to run attack. So as you can see here on Showdown, I have 0 IVs. On my Switch, I think I have like 20 or something IVs on my Thundurus. But people want to run 0 for moves like Foul Play. Or even on this Amoonguss, people want to run 0 for Trick Room, like I said earlier. On Switch again, for this guy, I just have maxed out. That's what I got. Whatever. I don't care that much about... I like kind of outspeeding somewhat, but I also don't really care about being undersped in Trick Room. Doesn't really matter to me. But also, I'm not that hard of a tryhard and competitive yet. I want to get there, but, you know, take some time. I'm not the best, so you can see some of my videos. But people were getting dropped, and so they're... from genning, because they want perfect stats like these with 0s or something. So, again, some people are against it, some people are for it. I'm kind of against genning, you know. I play Pokemon, I enjoy it. A lot of the people who are in Worlds and stuff, you would think, you know, they do the same thing. So I'm thinking, you know, you're in Worlds, you enjoy the game, you probably play the game. So people like Wolf and all the top players play the game. But there was, I forget his name. I'm going to look. I think it's Brady or something like that. He has like a YouTube channel. It's actually pretty solid. I watched it. VGC Corner, I believe it is. Yeah, he got dropped at 0-2, or 2-0, which does suck. I believe the hack checking should have happened way earlier into the system, but he did get dropped, and I feel bad for him because he was already getting kind of slammed over a Wolfie VGC video. Let me see if I can find his tweet. But he was already getting slammed, yeah, and then here he was getting slammed some more. So I kind of see his point where like he didn't, I guess, have time slash have his copies of the games, but I do think realistically, Pokemon might be one of the cheaper esports now, unless you're playing like Fortnite. I don't know if anyone does, or Rocket League, which is a very popular game, which is free to download, free to play. Unless you want to spend money on skins, cool. But me as a sports fan, I've seen a lot of the sports games like 2K, Madden, FIFA. Not only do you have to buy the games every year, which is $70, Pokemon is not every year; it's like every other year. And then they have a DLC for $30. Madden, 2K, FIFA, you're spending thousands on thousands of dollars on a team every year to even compete in this sport. If you don't have these teams, you're not competing. Pokemon, you can. There's some creative people out there. You can roll up with the team you just made like a week ago from the game on the cartridge, and even for like the first 3 seasons of the game, this is the only season where home Pokemon were allowed in. You could use with whatever was in Scarlet or Violet, or if you had both. Which now again, this is another part where I kind of have an issue is having both games, since there are Pokemon only in Scarlet or only in Violet, and then you got to trade. And a big problem with trading is if you don't have friends, there are a lot of hacked Pokemon on the GTS trade servers or whatever, which I bet some people do get caught up with. Like, I've traded for a couple mons. I don't know if I even want to use them because they could be hacked. They might not be hacked. But one thing is, the older Pokemon, if you get them with that Pokemon Go logo from Pokemon Home, they can't be hacked. Your Pokemon's fine. So, but then again, you know, people are upset. Like, how do people know you're getting, like, you have Gen Mons? It's not fair. You shouldn't be banned. If the Pokemon stats aren't changed illegally, whatever. I kind of see where you're coming, but this game really, like, guys, no offense to this guy Brady, but if you've been in the scene, you have Mons that you want. You have 0 IVs for like things like Foul Play. You have speed IVs, except for the new Pokemon like Pokemon and Legend Arceus. Yes, that does suck. Yes, another $70. That game's been out for a year. We knew Hisuian Pokemon, or that game's been out for like 3 years actually. We knew Hisuian Pokemon were coming. You kind of have time to get it. Now, then again, I do see where some people are like, oh, I'm new to the scene, which I kind of would say I'm new. But I'm a Pokemon fan, so I've had these games. I only bought a Switch like a year ago, 2 years ago. Caught on the very tail end of Pokemon Sword and Shield, so I have some of those Pokemon in Pokemon Home. I played Legend Arceus because I wanted to. I like Pokemon, so I have those Pokemon. I don't care about 0 IVs as much as some people. Doesn't really affect my team. Like, I can show you the only guys that really would need it would be like Thundurus, Fluttermane, Amoonguss. On Showdown, yeah, they got 0 IV. Well, Amoonguss doesn't. I don't even know if Fluttermane really does. On Showdown for me, they don't even run 0 IVs. So I'm kind of used to practicing without 0 IV. It doesn't really matter to me. If it could bite me in the ass when I'm later in the game, who cares to me? But then again, there's people like Verlisify who take it to the extreme, which I know the Pokemon community hates. I kind of see why everyone hates him. His videos can get annoying, whatever. But I don't think that Jennings should be allowed, because there are people who do go spend time, grind out their teams. Yes, I'm like grinding out the team I showed you guys earlier here, which you'll probably see in a video soon. It's taken me like over 6 hours to grind out, get berries, redo people's EVs. It does suck in game. I know people want it like Pokemon Showdown, or I can just slide it over, change the stats. I don't think that's fair. I do believe, you know, for people that do care about their Pokemon, they go get their own, or they have friends. You're putting time into an esport. Yet again, this is an esport. You can win money from this. There are also rules that you should be following. Yeah, some of these rules are kind of dumb and they suck. But it kind of is an unfair competitive advantage. Someone new. Like, if I were to hop in, I really don't know much about Jenning. Didn't until it became like a huge thing. I know cheating happens in every game. But like, if I come in with a team and you have a team that you didn't work for, you just built it the night before illegally. Maybe there's like a new, like, there are new things that happen to teams. So you got to switch up your team maybe real fast. A new meta just showed up in a tournament like in 2 days. Yeah, it's gonna suck to build that new team, but I feel like that's part of the game. If someone's finding out something new and figures something out new, and then it gets caught on like last couple seconds, you shouldn't be able to just completely change up your team in like 1 minute. If you want to change up and be ready for it, I think you should take your time. But my stance on Jennings, I just think it shouldn't be allowed. It's kind of unfair. I do feel bad for the people that got caught though. Like, yes, they spent money to go out to this event. Jennings, I've heard the rules have sucked. It's not there. Like, that sucks. Especially with so many of these Pokemon being from other games. Yes, if you want to change last minute, I believe you should have just played the games and kind of been ready for it. Like, Cresselia's been around for forever. I bet you've had a Cresselia. The only ones that really like the Hisuiemons. Some of these guys have been out since Sword and Shield. If you don't have those games, yeah, that does suck if you're just getting in. But Jennings, I just don't think should be a thing. It is kind of an unfair advantage to some people. Just especially when people build nice teams and it gets caught on last second. Like in one of Wolf's videos, he made a team. People caught on like a couple days before the tournament. Yeah, that sucks a little bit. People caught on. Yeah, I understand the issue that he was climbing the ladder very high. Which, yeah, I don't know if that's the smartest choice, but the fact that people probably could switch on a dime like that, build his team, copy it, or even like outspeed creep or certain things, that sucks. So I do believe Jennings just shouldn't be a thing. Now, I think Pokemon should be more fair with it, to be honest. Like at Worlds, yeah, it sucks the way they're kicking people out. Especially for people who can't really check to see if their mon is gen. Now that trade system online, I don't really trust it. It sucks. But it is unfair to people who do trade, think they're getting a fair Pokemon. It's not fair. And they get banned. And it's like, I should be able to see that in-game. Or you guys should just be able to handle it a little bit better. But that's my stance on cheating. If you guys think about something different, let me know in the comments. I just think you shouldn't be genning Pokemon. I feel bad for people that genned. Because, yes, the rules were lackluster before. But it is Japan, so I know it's illegal there. So, oh well. Next World's in Hawaii. Hopefully this is not the same issue. Thanks for stopping by for another video, and I promise I'll upload some more. Peace.